like the sun wants to celebrate my return with the way it's shining rainbows over the morning frost. I can't even buy my own juice when I want to. I guess I'm still penniless, even as a king.
Alright, let's put that there.
Should I be speaking
Grab
with
the
a
team video since I just realized that didn't get posted in there.
I don't want the premiere to notice I've changed.
Hello there, how's it going? Alright. Maintenance mode is done. Over there. Let's go back here. Alright. All the things to click. Alright, let's get our shenanigans over with. Let's go pop the guild buff. Like 90%. No English VA yet. I mean, most of us will if they don't end up pulling through on that after they promised it. Not even gonna lie. The easy one is getting Ember brought in. She's the fastest because she's already an established voice in here. Velia is different. You have to completely cast her, so I can see that one taking a little bit longer, but... It is. Oh, it 100% is. We're getting there. Almost VVIP. 4 days until then, alright. Sure, why not? Cool, one more day and I can get off Velia.
Hey, assistant! Bring me my toolbox! You were the...
Damn, imagine losing the 50-50 on it. Alright, do 2 multis just to see what we get. Simon says it sparks. Alright, we got Valentine. I'll go check to see if she's complete. I think she's just 5-star. Yeah, she's just 5-star.
Have you got business with me? Oh, it's time to.
So there's 5-star plus. Alright, one more multi. Nothing. Alright. Alright, I need to do that soon. Get that recorded. I thought I made it to Plat 3. Whatever. Whatever. I love seeing 242,000 combat power in Gold 3. But it's just another person who quit the game, dropping down slowly. You dropped to bronze. I mean, fair. It's pretty much not worth pushing. I mean, especially if you lightly spend it all. The Aether you get for even maintaining this is worthless. But it's Aether.
I will try my best to avoid a meaningless fight. I will not be bested by some rotten soul. This is my atonement.
Face your judgment.
Don't look away. As the world shrieks.
I can get
and
that.
disintegrates. Hand me my juice. Where the pretty ones at?
There's another 200,000. What the fuck? Yeah, we got a lot of people who quit last week that are dropping. Well, actually, this week or last week, this past week, and the week prior, because you got to think that's Platinum's dropping out, and that is Masters dropping out. So you're gonna get a wave for the next probably 2 weeks of those guys moving down into gold and down into silver.
For you, death. Prepare
So.
yourself. The heart of winter
Yeah.
is cold as ice.
Honestly, I think we're gonna probably see if they made 400,000 in October, they're gonna make probably 300 to 250 at the high this month. Because anniversary's trash. There's another one. Oh yeah, a lot of people are quitting. You're calling 80K? That's too low because they've never averaged 80K. Even in their worst month, it was 120.
Forgotten your manners. Lower your gaze. I will not be
You gotta think, it's normally a semi-gradual fall. Because what you got going on is you got people that are still coming in. So you're getting some light spenders to spend a little bit. You've got a wave of people who came back that are spending a lot. So
shrieks and disintegrate.
you're gonna see
This is my power.
from 400, you're gonna go down, you're gonna probably cut it in half. And then you'll see one drop down to the low 100s again. I think I can beat that. I think.
Would you die for my ambitions? I must carry on. This is my atonement.
I know Kuro's gonna revive.
Face your judgment. Prepare yourself. The heart of winter is cold as ice.
I can't get off. Meow. Stay back. An ordeal like this. It's just a stepping stone for a hero.
For the fatherland. Dun, 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 dun.
You're still breathing?
This is my resolve. Yeah. Dissolve them. This is my power. The authority of hubris.
And I'm gonna be real, I don't think the 2.5 anniversary has I'm trying to see if that's just combat power with no gear. Yeah, I'm not gonna chance it in case it's no gear, but Luna's fully geared, then that's gonna suck.
Have you forgotten your manners?
I don't think it's got anything, like, we haven't seen anything that's actually, like, hyped. The Gnosis Velia is a bust, outside the overhyping content creators, trying to oversell her. She's cool, but she's gonna end up getting a buff, and then she'll be pretty good. You've got... The Stella costume is whatever. I don't see that as being a...
One step closer to the throne.
It doesn't have anything major going on. I think they wrote too much off on Gnosis Velia. Yeah. I can see that. Alright, let's go to our island. Let's go ahead and pop our rewards. Change the weather. Middle chest luck? Nope, not today. Alright, let's go do our degen. I wish the give up button was just available. So I didn't have to go through this.
Kidnap them with the... you're here.
Like, okay, so I understand a part of where he's coming from when he talks about some of the stuff about they're afraid of doing too much too soon. But, you know, a part of it is a part of this issue is
You're here.
you had a hype wave building and then it died off and you didn't have anything else to continue the wave. Like, at least Epic 7 did enough drip. I mean, you're not wrong. So it's why it's like it doesn't make sense. There's a certain point where you don't need to do it anymore. Once you have your quirks maxed out in the right spots, then you're done. You don't have it maxed out? I mean, now that's a little shame. Because there's a lot of stats in the elemental side that needs to be done. Alright.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Now farewell.
Hit me. You guys trust me. What?
So it's like, this becomes a lot less worth when you complete the quirk system. That's really where it kind of pedals out.
Hellfire, incinerate my enemies. Eliminating enemies.
But it's one of the only places to get the currency without buying it to do your perfect craft once a month. So that's the only reason why you would do it, to get that one perfect red piece. But then again, you're only getting 12 pieces a year, so 4 units get complete. Well, no, actually 2 if you theoretically do it. But if you're only using it for weapons and accessories, then you actually get 6 units a year complete from it.
No one dares to harm my master. Black fire. Incinerate. Back, so
against our luck.
Let me get a piece of the action. Not bad.
It's called death, and it'll be your sanctuary. Because nobody lives forever. And have zero motivation.
Look at this. Our guest thinks they're leaving.
So hopefully we'll get, I'd like to get at least a chapter or two more done today, and then it's just hard mode stuff. And then we clear that out and it's over and done with. Then we have no more, no more non-renewable aether that I can see in the game outside of tower. But I don't really count that as the same.
Watch this trick. Epic. Hey, y'all. The curl. Yeah.
Alright, now that's done.
Well, time to head back.
Alrighty. Let's go skip story. Oop. All right. Alright, that'll be our new skip team for now. Just go ahead and sell it off. Alright. Cool. We'll get this in a day or so. Joint challenge rewards are kind of garbage, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so that's done. Now let's go to challenges and check our mail, because I think we got stuff in here. Yep, receive all. Time to rebuild the EXP in case they do drop a, banner. Is water next? Yeah, water's next. Okay, doppelganger. So we're doing Karen and Diane right now. Really? We've lost quite a lot of people, so I don't know if doing well is good, but I mean, we're hanging in there. Well would be the consistent retention, but we're not getting that. Oh, I mean, yeah, as far as the actives, we have a pretty good crew, but I mean, we also have lost some pretty good inactives that have become inactive, so that's also kind of a shame. Alright, we'll come back to that later. Daily should be done. Yep. Weekly reset. Okay. And now, what is this? I'm saving it for the video to record. And then I'll jump into it. Where is the thing at? Oh, I was going to Hero. That's where I was going.
Did you request?
Grab the costume for you. Oh. Alright, so let's see where we're at. We're at, doing good there. Diane, where are you? 90th, 150. Alright. We got a ways to go on you. Okay. I don't think we pulled any... Oops. I don't think we pulled any 2 stars that are capped or at cap yet. No, she's not. There's several that are close, but we're not quite sending them across the board. A friend of mine was asking about the game. He doesn't play much, but he says he's got a dark healer. Yeah, Nella's a better healer overall. Alright, I guess let's spend some of this and see... What do we want? So it's a legendary helmet. I'm more wanting the books. Alright, I guess we'll take the top route. to go to the end first, and then we'll worry about grabbing stupid shit in the middle. Zeph's already completed it on his end. Go the book route. I guess we'll go the stone route. They gave a thing out of compensation. They gave a chunk out for that. And then you just spend energy. That's all you do. Alright, so we're on the final tree. We got most of it unlocked through, so... I guess we'll come down the path here. Okay. So, like, I'll give you an example. If you come over here... Let's see, what do we need to finish off? Guardian 60 times. Okay, so let's do... Masterless Guardian. Give me that Rogue Charm. So... if we come in here and we sweep this, 550, note how much energy I'm about to spend. Alright. So we're spending 550 energy, we're going to sweep it 50 times. $750 coins. And then we're gonna go in and do another 10. And that gets us the... We need to go through and just delete a bunch of junk in our inventory. Not even gonna lie. Absurd take? Bro, what are you smoking? She doesn't do the job that she was designed to do. For how expensive that unit is, she's kind of mid. Stop staring at her titties and actually go look at what she's doing. She's not as good as she actually is. Or as she appears. She'll get a buff and she'll be absolutely disgusting. That I can guarantee you. She'll get a buff and she'll do wild things. But in her current state, she needs to be changed. Alright, let's go get Beth that friendship 10 thing, so I'm not sitting on that.
Yes, Master, you called me? Wait a second. You're not her. It's not exactly my taste, but thanks. I'm so strong. Wow, is this my own equipment? Nice.
Let's put it this way, she's not worth being a premium unit currently. Let's clarify.
Yes, Master, you called me? Wait a second. You're not her.
Upgrade, no, it's Transcend. 17, alright. Peace Shop. Beth. And they're expecting that to carry the anniversary is not gonna fly.
Yes, Master, you called me?
Alright, there we go. Now we're back even, so...
The new and improved Beth.
I'm curious, what is the Lord and Savior Outerpedia telling everybody? Since everybody seems to want to suck the dick of this tier list, what are they rating her at? For PvP, let's see here. Striker. Wow, they're rating her as S tier in that, so that's probably why we're offending some of the Outerpedia people. Okay, let's go to Striker Dark. Oh, she's B rank in PvE. So yeah, we're offending the Outerpedia people. Oh no. I'm so afraid. Yeah, you go the bottom route. Well, okay, so it's the fact that it's run by people who spend a lot of money in the game, and then on top of it, it's how they feel like they need to rate the units is not how you would actually rate units for tier lists. What will they ever do? Besides point and laugh? Nothing. Because I sure as heck don't have the time to go out and actually, like, make a site like that. If I did, I would. Trust me, I would. Alright, let's see here. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Yeah. Because it'd basically be taking not only the Ultimate Beginner's Handbook, but you'd be being able... You would be able to divide it up into experience-based information. So you would have it to where basically you choose your own path on what you want to see. And it would be completely different each time. So if you pick the like new player experience, you would see it from their point of view. You see like an intermediate experience, you'd see it from their point of view. You see it from a in-game players, you'd see that point of view. You'd put up a spending player point of view, you'd see it from their point of view. And it changes the information drastically, but that's where they fuck up, is they think one set of information works for everybody, and it doesn't. You could realistically cut it down into two technically point of views, the free player and the spending player point of view. But it's better to break it up into technically 4 sections, because by putting it into a beginner, intermediate, and an advanced player, you give it the ability to really refine the information, because new players don't need to care about certain things that a intermediate would, and an intermediate doesn't care about anything that a new player would, and an advanced player doesn't care about a new player experience. So it would change everything, and that site doesn't deliver when it comes to that. But I mean, you'll get a simp come through and be like, "Oh, it was great. It helped me and all this stuff." I'm like, "Good, great, glad it did." But you go look at it, it's a confusing fucking nightmare. How do I want to go through this? I guess we'll just use that. We'll use that. Honestly, no. We'll take Scotty out. How do I want to do this? Let's grab Ren. We haven't rocked Ren off in a while. Scotty or Valentine, there we go. Bring you out. Alright. Should work. I'm an old player, but the power-wise, I'm intermediate. That's because I usually just get units strong just to play. I take this game at value. Yeah, that's fair. I'll do PvP to get stuff, but I'm more into gearing numbers because I grew up playing those types of games. No, that makes sense. But if you can deliver a good, if you can deliver a good system and not have it be information overload, and basically curve the experience so that a player doesn't see the wrong information, or even the right information at the wrong time, is part of how you want to deliver information to players to help them grow and advance their accounts with the least amount of effort. Because this is one of the issues with gacha games, is you have a limited retention time to hook a player. Then on top of that, by giving somebody the wrong information can make them no longer play the game. By making things seem like you have to have it one way or another also can curve it, because then it's, I don't want to compete with that, I can't compete with that, I can't get to that. You have to be careful. It's like one of the reasons why I shit on Outerpedia's tier lists all the time is because it's terrible. I know it from experience of dealing with players through any game. The first thing they ask is, what's the tier list? You don't want to see it? Yes, I do. No, you don't. Not this one. And I mean, and in most games you don't really want to see it. But that's normally an issue here, is it's a conglomeration clusterfuck of information and misinformation. And then how they rate it is fucks over the player base and how the unit actually performs, which is also an issue. So it devalues a lot of units that actually are high value. That's an issue. So they're undervaluing a lot of units that are actually very high value to players. But you don't want to have it to where it's all, you know, where every unit's A, S, whatever tier. It's not about that. It's about... It's about showcasing the units that are really, really S tier, letting those be actually S tier, instead of throwing things that are really, like, A tier, but you're over-simping it. Because that's what you do. Because you personally like that unit. That hurts the community in general, because it's your personal opinion, not a fact based off of stats, statistics, and general usage of a unit. Just like, I mean, people are still getting butthurt that I rip on Outerplane that much, or Outerpedia that much in my Who to Summon For video. But they don't realize why, is because it's for new players. It's one of the biggest sets of misinformation they're going to come across. One of the biggest issues is how much the Outerplane Discord will hump that website before they actually give you real advice. They'll send you to the website before they'll answer your damn question, which is an issue. So we want to make sure that they understand when they go there, take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a very close grain of salt. But also, don't take how they set up the most valuable units and stuff like that, because it's not actually true in that aspect. If you go summon, if you focused your team around the top 5 most used units, you're going to create a terrible team. Absolutely terrible team. Actually, fuck it. Hold on. I'll build that team real quick, if I have it. If I have it, I'll build the team real quick. So according to Outerpedia, if you were to take, I think, what is it, the top 5 units on that bullshit? This is what you would do. Alright? So you're going to take her. Because this is a new player, alright? Remember, chat, this is how a new player is going to look at this. They're going to take, where is she? They're going to take her. They're going to take her, and they're going to take... So here's the top 4 units. If you go off of their... Fuck it. Light 3-star. Okay, so... Healer. Healer. Welcome to their... This is welcome to Outerpedia, where we give you the wrong fucking idea because of how we deliver information. Now, this will kill. Not saying it won't, because this is going to be literally Stella carrying it. But you've got overheals. Drastically. But this team won't die because there's 2 healers in it. But this is what you will get into, is doing stupid shit like this. Is this a good team? No, this is a terrible team. But they're gonna go in and they're gonna try to pull 2 Demiurge units, flush all their currency down the drain. They're not gonna have any Aether for any limited units. They've wasted it all on non-premium, or non-limited units, so they flushed that down. You've pulled a Kari and invested into this, and then you're wondering why you're not, clearing content in a certain ways because you followed the wrong idea. So, you need to change how that information's delivered. Like, as a advanced player, doing stupid shit is fun. Like,
You can leave it to me. Activating safety mode. Are you ready to pay for your insolence?
Like, yeah, we killed it, but how much faster could I have realistically killed this thing if I'd have brought a proper team in?
This is no fun. My plaything is broken.
I'm finally happy. What happened?
Yeah. But it works. I'm beating it.
Time bends to my will.
I've just overly healed.
Harm my master.
And I got the debuff, which is not really what I need.
That expression of yours is delectable.
At least not the right debuffs.
Demons be gone. Strike them. Shikumaru Tsunakibu. You have 3 units.
Yeah.
New the fanfare. Die in misery. Here I come. Spill your blood. You can leave it to me. Activating safety mode.
But does this mean this is the best team? No, it doesn't. And you're not even seeing why these units are actually good.
How boring.
Because you've pulled them out of context.
To fight back.
But I just did what every new player would do. But I've also got gear on them. I've also got stars in most every single one of these. This is not all 3-star units.
Eliminating
So that's also an issue. I've just taken everything they said about this thing out of context. The only one who belongs there is honestly, is Stella. That's probably the only one in this team that theoretically belongs there out of context. Because she is the PvE queen.
Firing my shot. Here I come. Spill your blood.
Woohoo! Thanks!
Do you need some help? Deploying defense field. Are you ready to pay for your
Still
insolence?
alive. My dream finally came true. It was fate me back my happiness.
But I did it. That's all that matters here, is that I did it.
Demons be gone. Pierce them. Nunca fanfare.
That expression of yours is delectable. Did you lower your guard? That's simple.
Final shot.
How boring. Have you lost the will to fight back?
Open up.
No. Because of the survivability inside her kit is why she will be the PvE queen. Is Luna a better unit for other content? Absolutely. Luna is a better choice for certain things. But when it comes to just PvE, Stella's the queen.
Good work, everyone.
Why? It's because of how she is built is way better than Luna. Luna can out DPS her, sure, but this is another part of the stupid shit of that thing, is they would pair in their decision of pointing this. One, they're gonna go mage to striker is one, which is also a no. You shouldn't compare mages to strikers. You should compare striker to striker, mage to mage. So that's an issue in their tier list. You're comparing, yes, they're both damage dealers, but then they're gonna compare their actual damage numbers together, which would devalue one or the other. Versus just taking Stella out and going down Stella's lane. How does she perform in the content and stuff like that? You would get them that they would both come out to similar expectations in parts of content, but the head-to-head part also, does a unit perform better than it in its category, is an issue. So yes, I just beat it with God knows what in time, but we did it. We took the top 4 units, threw gear on them that, you know, no new players wouldn't have right away, and we carried this team through right away. So it is technically correct in how it functioned, but theoretically it was way too much. And I mean, another reason why I do this is I'm trying to show people that you don't need to use the big meta shit to beat your content. That's why, like, I'm over here using, like, Ren and Cannon here. Is, as I'm going through, am I using the meta things? Nope. I still see some players use Stella in PvP, which. So Stella Stella will catch a new player with their pants down. Stella will solo a new player. It depends on where you sit in arena. The Demi Stella will literally catch a new player with their pants down and completely solo it because they don't know how to get around her. They'll try all the other tech without reading her stuff, and she'll just decimate them. And that was the issue early on, is she was a menace because people weren't reading. They didn't understand. We also didn't have the diverse kits. Oh yeah, it's not saying you can't kill Stella. It's just she will catch you with your pants down if you're not used to fighting Stellas. Like, imagine being a brand new player, you go into PvP, and one of the first things you fight is something with Stella in it. It's not gonna go well. Like, one of your first actual player PvP matches, you fight Stella. She's gonna end up destroying your team. It doesn't matter who you have. Because Luna with no gear is still gonna get absolutely shreked by her. So your Luna with no gear is not gonna beat a Stella with gear. Now, once you get your Luna built up, you can probably kill that Stella. But you gotta do it quickly.
When spirits go astray, we guide them back.
Now, out of this, what's the real meta unit? Here. Her. Okay? Let's go... See, you must be also lucky, by the way, to be gold 2 and killing a lot of Stellas, because I go in and all I see is Demi Luna and friends. Let's see here. I still want... I need another dual attacker. Is what I need. I need another dual attacker. Who do I want to bring? It's not her. Veronica! Let's just go full water. Why not? Fucking full water. Let's do this. Okay. So, if I was to do my PvE team, it would be this. If I'm going to do PvE and actually go with how I'm going to play, this is my PvE team. And I'll beat 99% of the content with this. No joke. I'll beat 99% of that. With this team right here. So. Alright. We'll use Veronica's. Because I should be able to taunt most of this stupid shit here. You're geared. Alright, let's make sure they're in order. They are. Cool. Let's go pound some ground with this. Beat a lot of the PvE content with the team that I currently have. Once I get my Stella built back up, just going to replace Demi Luna. Nice. But yeah, that was my that's my go-to PvE team. It'll do just fine. And then the other one is, instead of basically drop Noah out for Eternal if I need the defense break. If I need the defense break, Eternal's going into it. Because Eternal can do not only buff stripping, she can defense break, speed down, basically slow it down to where I take more turns.
Victoria! Is that it? Your karma is severed.
At some point, we're actually going to build Ren up.
Is that it?
But we need to get our quirk. Actually, speaking of quirks, I need to go check and see what I can level up.
Even 100 spirits would be no match for this sword. Coming in hot. Regulating variables. Over here.
I read that as Dark Mommy Dragon, and I'm like, wait, what? Hold up.
So slow.
What am I reading? We got Goth Mommy? What? No, Goth. It's Dark Mummy, not Mommy. They say you attract what you fear. Oh no. Goth Mommy Milkers. I'm so scared. Please don't attack me. Alright, so water's filled out, so we got a ways to go for... Oh yeah, we got a ways to go. So we need at least... At least 2 more days before I go and knock out the Earth. And then we gotta come back through and finish off the, actual, like, damage nodes. But right now, we're just trying to get the stats unlocked. Because then once you have the stats unlocked, you can, you can prioritize your gear better. 2 units I'm looking forward to rebuilding is Ellipsion and Marrow. Yeah, I would just kind of throw gear on him if I need him. There hasn't been any content where I've been like, oh my god, I need these units. Are you bringing anything along that I can't beat? Fuck. Whatever. Well, it's not that there's no use for them. There's situations where you can use them, but it's like, I don't ever... I think I've just got stuff. It does the job better. But it's also about just finding ways to use them so you can prove that you can use them is the other part of that.
Close combat, huh? How about this? Victoria! I won't let them escape. Your karma is severed.
I'll do my best to be helpful.
Shoot first, I won't let them escape.
You're all trash. I'll have to tie you up. Stay down.
Your karma is severed. Just try to take it. Fire away! I won't let them escape.
Yes, Lady Nella. Die, die.
There's no use flying.
She probably brought a healer that can cleanse, but whatever.
Bombardment process. Enemy evaluation complete. Fire.
Huh.
Coming in hot. Removing the barrier. Is that it?
Wow.
What a whip.
Marrow is for accuracy boost, dual attack with attack buff. She doesn't overlap Val, so you can go ham with Val, Marrow, and Air. Interesting.
Is that it?
And it does count as a fire unit, too. And you're getting the attack. Yeah, I could see some value for that.
Come here, hound. Get rid of them all.
Furube. Yura yura to Furube. Arise once more. Doji Kiri. Yasutsuna.
Stay down.
Okay, that's actually kind of an issue because I want the 3-star. Alright, we're gonna cleanse. Oh. Alright, Fuck it. This way we got cleanse and dual attacks and she'll die.
Look at me, Master. Look at me now.
I don't miss these. Locked on target. Firing!
I'll recover a sample. Eliminating enemies.
Is that it?
Removing the variable. Activating orbital bombardment process. Enemy evaluation complete. Fire.
Furube. Yura yura to Furube. Arise once more. Doji Kiri. Yasutsuna.
Close combat, huh? Eliminating enemies.
I won't let them escape.
Removing the variable.
Your karma is severed.
Yeah, the defense break.
Fire reposition. I won't let them escape.
You're all trash. I'll have to tie you up. You can leave it to me. Activating safety mode. Eliminating enemies.
Is that it?
Regulating variables.
I shall purify this ground. Disintegrate!
I'm back. Removing the variable.
I won't let them escape. Right here?
Attack our enemies. Yes, Lady Nella! Die! Die! There's no use running. Cue the fanfare!
I won't let them escape.
Removing the variable.
Preparations! Are complete. Taking my shot. Locked on target. Firing! Watch and learn.
You're all trash! I'll have to tie you up! Do you need some help? Deploying defense field. Your enemy.
Francesca. Yep.
Let them escape.
I remember her.
Variables.
Fire reposition.
Eliminating enemies.
I won't let them escape.
Removing the variable.
Setsuna, I call upon thee. From the steel of this blade, slice forth. Doji Kiri Yasutsuna. Two souls
I used her every now and
to
then.
purify spirits.
What free heroes break absorb shields? Absurd shields? You mean those... So there's a couple different things you can do when it comes to getting shields down. One is you can just remove the buff entirely, but you have to look at the type of buff first. So if we go to heroes real quick, let's show you this. So first off, you need to know if it's a buff that looks like this, where it's a blue with a black icon on it. If it's this background, it cannot be removed from them, so you have to just push through it, okay? But if it's a buff that looks like this,
Your gaze when you speak to me.
where is it? Do they not have it? Or something that gives, Veronica, you should have the buff, right?
I do you for?
Yeah, if it's this buff, which is just defense, you can get rid of that. But even a shield barrier buff that looks like this, you can get rid of it. As long as it's a black background with a blue icon, you can get rid of it through here. So, getting through shields at that point, what you would want to do is look for things like buff removal. So,
I'm always available.
when an ally is attacked, has a chance to steal buffs. So the number of buffs is important because I believe it steals left to right. or right to left, it steals. So the buffs will steal right to left on it. So if it's too far over, you can't get it. But then you also have things that just straight up remove all buffs. So there are skills out there that just where is it? Removes 2 buffs. You have where is she? Removes all buffs. I know she's around here somewhere. There you are. Removes all buffs and debuffs from the caster when... So, this is how you get through those big shields, is doing stuff with like characters like this. You also have... where is she? I just leveled her up, too. So I know she's higher up than what I'm used to looking for. Holy shit. There.
How did I end up like this?
Removes 2 buffs, so you can get another one right here. So you look for characters like that. Then, if you don't want it to return, you want to look for characters that do stuff like this. Unbuffable. That cannot be buffed again. And as long as that buff is up, they won't be able to get that buff on top of it, unless they have a built-in cleanse. So, all those heroes are free. You can pull through them, but as far as free gets, like, as in the game literally hands it to you with 0 summoning, and I mean 0 summoning, it's Kappa. Kappa will gives it to you completely for free, so you can't say you don't have it. You just gotta go get it, and there it'll automatically, it doesn't matter who it is, it doesn't matter, and this ignores resilience, so they could have 5,000 resilience, 300 resilience, or 20 resilience. That buff is gone. So, that's probably the best way for a brand new player to remove shields and defense buffs. Then if you want to get through their defense, the best defense breaker is Eternal. Attacks 2 enemies and has a 100% chance to inflict reduced defense and reduced speed on all enemies for 3 turns. And she can keep that death break up consistently. Plus, she also has it in her S1 as well, so when she attacks, she'll constantly keep refreshing it. As long as she has the effectiveness check on it. So between those 2 types of mechanics, you can shred through defense and shields very quickly. Alright, back to story. I got Kappa from the... Where did I actually get Kappa?
First class irregular hunter tomorrow. Reporting in. I don't miss things. Target acquired.
I want to say she was a fake out for me. I got spooked with somebody is how I think I got my first one. Then the other one I think came from the free one. I don't think I pulled her. If I did, I didn't mean to. But hopefully that answers your question on removing shields.
Close combat, huh?
Let's just hope you're not going up against any of the blue background ones, or else you are fucked. And the best way to do that is either get them close to weakness gauge, break them through weakness gauge, reduction, which will remove all the buffs on a boss, or you just gotta DPS through it. You can't even invert it, which is sad. Focusing doppelganger. Okay.
Eliminating enemies.
Oh shit, it's the 2 gremlins. Again.
Removing the barrier. I shall purify this ground. Disintegrate!
You ready, Roxy? You bet.
God, this is what, the third fucking time I've had to fight him? No, we don't refer to them as their real names. They are the Gremlins. And they will always be known as the Gremlins.
You can leave it to me.
Like, what? This is like the fourth time I've had to fight him in this story. Hello there. How's it going?
Regulating barriers. Is that it? I've got your back. Unexpected variable. Requesting fire.
Noah, how dare you?
Locked. Open fire.
Are you ever gonna read the story? No.
Time. Lend me your continuum.
Personally, no.
Now, I will protect them. I don't miss these. Target acquired. Firing.
The story lost me in the first, I don't know, 2 weeks. They didn't have good writers on it. It was kind of a bland story. Son of a bitch, Tamara's dead.
Would be no match for this.
Alright, fine. Because the two little fuckheads are here, we're gonna go, we're gonna assert our domination upon them, is what we're going to do. I think you're actually geared, so I'll just carry you. Yeah, we'll carry you. Actually, you know what? No, fuck you. There we go. Now we'll assert our domination.
Our time together is precious, so I'll wrap this up fast. Do no harm. Firing my shot.
Wait, Noah's... Tio is faster than... Ava?
The heart of winter.
What? Hold up. There should be no way Tio's faster than Ava. Ava's gear should be faster. Unless Ava's not got gear on. $212. $223. Hey, whoa. When did she get faster? No! Okay. Alright. I did not know my Tio was faster than Ava. I thought Ava was faster. I mean, but she is technically the best girl. Like, let's be real.
Emergency aid. Eliminating enemies.
She will stick your ass with the biggest needle in the world because it's bigger than her heart.
Don't look
It's the
around
closest thing you'll get to pegging at that point.
as the world shrinks and disintegrates. Has the knight who raises
Oh, shit.
emergency aid. Eliminating enemies. Crawl insect. I'll freeze it to bone. Exalt or Nova.
They did that for budget reasons. Because they didn't want to pay the writers to have to write all of that. I actually I don't even think we've read the hard mode story.
Firing my shot.
But they also do have a metric of saying, then whose Noah are you talking about?
I'm back. This should do it. You've been working very hard. Take your reward.
Nikke? Oh. Okay, yeah, no, she's a gremlin, that's for sure. She fucking died as fucking Nikke, though, now. She is unalived until they decide to bring him back. Actually, all that squad is dead. I think. I think that whole squad ended up getting wiped.
Emergency aid. Eliminating enemies. Follow my lead. Crawl, insect.
Haran is still alive? Ah, okay. I couldn't tell because it was just a quick scroll past on it on when I was looking through some stuff for Twitter. Somebody had retweeted it. Like, I don't follow Nikke's shit at all, but there are people still that Scarlet makes sense.
Prepare yourself. The heart of winter is cold as ice. With the fall of a star, commence! Infinite. This should do it. You've been working very hard. Take your reward. Aren't you? I'll teach you etiquette. Wait, where was it? No, not this. Aha! Here it is. In this moment, time bends to my will. No one dares to harm my master. I am the herald of finality.
Oh, the hand girl? Where the animation comes down and smacks you. Because that was literally the next post after I saw all the spoiler shit about the story. I was like, I'm like, yeah, they're running out of the...
Do no harm. Eliminating enemies. Nuisance. I'll teach you some manners. That's simple. I'll treat you.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called
Go wherever.
overhealing, but satisfaction. Alright. Screw it, we'll just run with this. Because I know we're going to end up probably needing it in a minute. Because I'm going to have to fight the freaking gremlins again.
Disgusting thing. Do no harm.
Oh. I have to balance in about 15 minutes.
Prepare yourself. The heart of winter is cold as ice.
Get ready for today.
Do no harm.
Long day.
Eliminating enemies.
Hopefully I can get on a little bit earlier tonight.
Shattered a piece.
I think it was, what, 6 o'clock when I got on for Boomer Squad stuff?
With the fall of a star, commence. I am the herald.
We had some good matches and some bad matches last night. We did get our kill to death spread even. So I'm now officially at a 1.0 KD on Battlefield. After my degenerate healer run, where I went like, I think I was like a 0.3 KD, but I had like a bazillion revives.
Treat you. You've been working
We've brought it up to a more even thing. Plus, I got better guns and better at using the guns. So that's helping out. That we're actually getting better time on target. Actually, I'm curious. Did my shit update on the battlefield tracker? Actually, here. I'll post it. This is funny as shit. Holy hell. Y'all get a kick out of this. So this, like, totally rats me out on everything. But I have, on support, I actually have a 1.73 kill to death spread. Recon, I have a 3.85. Engineer, I have a 1.08. And Assault, I have a 0.92. Wow, I'm actually in the top 2% for the SVDM. I hate that rifle with a passion. But God, I'm in the top 2% of using that gun. I have 26 point accuracy, but I have 30% accuracy with the SVK. Interesting. Does it give me all my weapons? Wow, I was actually deadly accurate with the, I'm in the top 0.08 of players on the EMR. Holy shit. Really?
As the world shrinks and disintegrates. Emergency aid!
I would like to know how I have 49 hip fire kills on a sniper rifle. That makes absolutely no sense.
Stand back. I do not wish to hurt you. Verifying coordinates. Fall to your knees.
Do you need some help? Deploying defense field. Not on my watch. Incinerate. This should do it.
Interesting.
Great scene. Now freeze to death. Do no harm. That's simple. This should do it. You've been working very hard. Take your reward.
Begin firing. Suppress.
I haven't meleeed a single person in this game. That fucking sucks.
I'll treat you. It was great seeing you. Now freeze to death. Eliminating enemies. Crawl insect. Son of the king. I'm glad. This should do it. Follow my lead. You've been working very hard. Take your reward.
Accessing code Anubis. It's a pity.
Shower into desert sand. Submit to me. The heart of winter is cold as
Okay.
ice. This is humanity's resolve. Complete the way forward, starting with you.
I'm actually gonna just post this over in PC Master Race.
Begin firing. Suppress.
Do you
just so I have it.
I'm glad. I'll treat you.
And then, where is the pen?
Show
Pen
me the way
message.
forward, my Khmer.
And delete that message right there. Cool. Is this the final stage? Because if so, we need to read. No, we got one more.
Winter has returned. On your knees.
Stella Sora had a quality of life update. And what was that?
Do you need some help? Deploying defense field.
Not on my watch.
Wisdom of the King, activate! As the knight who races atop the moonlight. I am your original sin!
Do no harm.
Eliminating enemies.
That's fine. I just was curious of the TLDR of what actually changed.
Prepare yourself. The heart of winter is cold as ice.
Because, I mean, the big thing for me is no English voice acting, so I don't really care about it too much.
Now freeze to death!
Do no harm.
Firing my shot.
Follow my lead.
Crawl, insect! Shattered to pieces!
You can leave it to me. Activating safety mode.
I thought you might need this.
I'm glad.
This should do it. Zero bothers.
It was great seeing you. Now freeze to death!
Just like I said, the older I get, the more I don't want to deal with another language.
Eliminating
Or
enemies.
have to listen to it.
Follow my lead.
Nuisance! I'll freeze you to the bone! Wisdom of the King, activate!
I'm glad.
I'll treat you.
You've been working very hard. Take your reward.
Because, like, I'll probably end up uninstalling Stella Sora and Duet Night Abyss whenever I think about it on my computer. I just keep forgetting to do it.
Won't hurt a bit.
In this
Um,
moment, time bends to my will. No one dares to harm my master.
You maggots!
Eliminate.
This should do it.
You've been working very hard. Take your reward.
it's very rare.
To me. Activating
It's very rare that
Emergency aid.
a game comes out and it re-releases an English voice to it. It's rare.
Don't look around. As the world
Since CZN also had no English voice acting, did Smilegate discard their English voice contract? So it's never a contract in that aspect. Game companies don't sign contracts per
working very hard.
for stuff like that. So what they do normally is
Emergency aid.
it's a per use thing. Unless they really reach out and say, hey, because it's odd because they're not, it's not something you're gonna go to these characters that often. Normally it's, I've got, you treat it more like you're doing an animation. So you go to a,
So slow. You're literally
Oh, okay, let me put it this way. So you have a production budget. You have somebody who is in charge of getting this project put together. They have a budget of how much they can spend. You need to find the amount of actors that are needed, that you can get the minimum you can get away with, and your target actor audience. So if you have a few key characters where, let's say, you're doing you know, a major production. So you're probably going to have 10, 15 voice actors on it. You're going to have a few of your higher end actors. They're going to cost more. You're going to have a few of the lesser knowns. They're going to cost less. So then you look at, okay, now how do I fill in the void? Because I'm paying per... So I won't tell you who does it, but there are some who charge you by the word or by word bundles. So whether it's 500 words, 1,000 words, whatever, they'll charge you by that. Then there are some who charge you per hour. So if you go in and you record 5 minutes worth of words or an hour worth of words, they're still getting paid an hour. There are some which are just flat fees, which is I will do this amount of work, whatever you want, for this fee, period. So whether it's reading off one line or 25 lines, they will charge you that. Now, as far as discarding it, I think what happened is Smilegate pulled out of the English voice acting because they just want their profit margins higher. But all you're talking about realistically in a full game production is less than 50 grand. Entirely. Maybe 100 if you really went out on some really expensive people for an entire game. I mean, we're talking voice acting, not only the character, all the battle lines, all the storylines, all the hidden lines that pop up with random interactions and all that stuff. We're talking if you did everything for an entire full cast, you're spending less than 100 grand on an entire development. I mean, that's really overshooting, but I'm assuming you're bringing in some very high-end voice actors which do have premiums because they are on A-list animes. There are some that are not that expensive that are in A-list animes because they're not douchebags. So what I think's happened is, you have, VA Games is trying, so here's the issue. He asked me directly for information, but then refused to email me. Because I'm not going to go out and dox one myself, because I'm not going to do that. Two, I'm not going to put out the personal phone numbers of the people that I do have access to get them in front of that, which is another issue. So, he wasn't very serious about it, or else you would have messaged me. Because I do have several of the voice actors that are in this game. Or their agents, I should say, on a lot of them. Just as a passing, in case I ever need them. But I've also got other people I can't disclose in my phone, too, that are far more famous than that. But it's because I'm in the industry. Of course, you get a phone number from a friend who's like, yeah, if you ever need this guy, call him. If you need this person, call him. And there's people that I've worked with that you do that with. So, yeah, there's been numbers passed around, and as far as, like, the English voicing community, I can introduce them to several. And I can also introduce them in where to get a hold of some of them if you can't. But he wasn't serious about it. He gave some long spiel about why he couldn't give an email out. Bro, the fuck? You think I'm just gonna pass out that information, like, on Reddit? You're fucking crazy. Now, yes, some of that information is public. They can go grab some of it. But some of it, I don't know if it's a cell phone number, because I haven't gone and looked to see if it is their, business number or their personal cell. I'm not gonna go drop that number just on the internet. I'm not stupid. Because listen, as somebody who gets probably 10, 20 spam calls a day, 8 to 10, sometimes 15 spam texts a day, on the average. Some days are worse, some days are better. Yeah, I'm not putting out all their information for them to have to deal with that bullcrap. And then give people who don't need their number access to a potential personal line to ex-actors? No. I'm not doing that to them. At this point, I almost want to tell him piss off. Because, like, that's my thing, is I'm in the audio industry. I also work on stuff that is, like, records, and I work on stuff that is voiceover. Like, that's my job. But you don't seem serious about it. And a cultural thing or whatever excuse that they want to give is whatever. Dude, it's one business email to chat about some stuff. Because, in a way, I'm just going to say, I was going to give them a one-time offer they couldn't refuse. And I was going to do it. A lot of the work for them. Let's just put it that way. A one-time offer they couldn't refuse. As far as Duet Night Abyss is, it's Warframe meets, Weathering Waves, and it's okay. Yeah, I can see that, and they're wanting to branch out, and they didn't want to do the English voices at first. But then with the amount that the community pushed back, they realized that there is a market there that they do want that. They do want this, and especially because it's been started, because it's a bad precedent to set where you have half your game already, or actually now your entire game is voiced in all 3 languages, and you're backing out of not just 1 but 2 languages is fucked, because they're only doing Japanese. Only. They're not supporting Korean they weren't supporting Korean anymore. They weren't supporting English anymore. And I put a foot down on that. Absolutely not. You need to be doing both. You need to keep them all 3 in, and eventually you need to branch out into a new language. Even. Like, honestly, Southeast Asia would have been a great one to go into for them and actually dub it in one of their languages. Specifically, Indonesia would have been the prime place to do that. If this fails, it's because it's doing a lot of really dumb shit. and it's dead. And that's how we brute force this.
I shall go wherever, together with you.
All right. Cool. All right, we're gonna stop there because I need to get going. I got a bunch of shit I need to get done today, so it's one of those Mondays, unfortunately. Oh, God. I swear, it's these first 2 weeks of November always fuck me over, and then after that, it chills out. It's how it goes every year. So, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be back on later tonight for some Boomer Squad shit. Come watch me, Ace, and whoever else, if Bushwick jumps on, mauled over some fun shit. Hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Don't party too hard, and I'll see y'all later.